is happening with Allison B.
Hello, my name is Allison B, and I want to welcome you to my 8th episode of What is Happening, which is a video talk show to share ideas on how to make a better you and me. The title of today's episode is called Road Trip, and it's going to include my special guests, Stacy and Arlene, tips on how to make traveling easier, special craft, continuing to navigate through this autoimmune disorder I have, Myasthenia Gravis, and my must-haves. And there's so much stuff I want to share with you, so I'm super excited. Well, hello. So we have Stacy.
Hi, hello.
And Arlene.
Hi.
Okay, so I met both of you through work. So Stacy, we worked at elementary school, and you were first in the health room, and then you became, when we moved to a new school, the secretary. So I kind of that's how I met you. And I also worked with your son in speech.
Yes, you did. Yeah, that was fun.
Yep, and Arlene's from work as well. And then you two got to know each other just because of get-togethers. And so
yes, with you, and then also with Jesse, who I worked, is a good friend of Arlene's.
Yeah.
So I heard about Arlene a lot.
Yeah.
and we see each other at lacrosse because Cyrus and Connor played lacrosse together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So many different overlaps and ways to know each other. Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw out there right now. You're gonna see my voice going. I'm kind of like in a little flare with my myasthenia gravis. So I've been dealing with the double vision again, and swallowing, and then my voice is definitely getting nasally. So this whole podcast will probably be all nasal. So just a heads up, and I'm working with my neurologist. So hopefully we'll get it back on track. But anyways, we want to always start with our coffee cup share and why that coffee cup is special. So Stacy, do you want to start with that?
Yes, mine is Nana with flowers, and it was from my grandchildren, Theo and Eleanor. So it's very special to me.
Yeah. So that's what your grandma name is, Nana?
Nana is my grandmother.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Arlene.
Yeah. And mine is Life Begins with Coffee, because when I wake up, I always have to have coffee before I can function.
Definitely. Yeah. I was telling Stacy I had 3 cups today. So, and then my mug I'm sharing today is my summer mug. And yeah, and it just kind of reminds me that I love summer, and it's just so fun to sit out by the pool or to go on a summer vacation. Whoops. Or spill coffee all over my paper. So that's my coffee mug for today. So, okay. I want to show some of our pictures because when we get together, we kind of like to have theme days. And so I kind of want to share that with people because this is a fun thing to do with your friends. And our title for today of this podcast, like I said earlier, is Road Trip. And I wanted this because you guys have traveled both yourselves, and we've tried to do some traveling together. Hasn't always worked out for different reasons. Yeah. So I wanted to share all the tips that we have gathered. Now, Stacy, you're about 3.5 hours away from us now. You moved?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and we call your place the resort.
Yes.
We always have the best time together. So I would let's see. We've some of the places we've traveled together was, let's see, Stacy, we went to Las Vegas and
Mexico, yes.
And we had so much fun at that all-inclusive. We thought, let's all go back there again. And we booked it. And then COVID happened. So we had to cancel that, and that didn't work out. And then we decided we'd all go to Greece together. So we booked that trip. And that's when my COVID all started. And kind of had to cancel that one. So.
And my accident also.
Yes, your accident. So, so we're going to get to that in just a minute, if you're willing to share about that.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. All right, so here's one of our pictures together, and this is when we all wore our black dresses and necklaces. And this was a funny day because we were on the floating the river all day, and then we were supposed to get massages, but we had another snafu on the river. Yep, and so we didn't have time to shower or change for the massages. So we went, and then after massages, we didn't have time to really, all we had time was to put our dresses on to go for dinner. Yeah.
And it
All
was
right.
a reserved dinner, so we have to keep on going.
But look at us, we pulled it off. I mean, that's
Yeah, we did.
that's with suntan screen all over and oil in our hair.
Hair with oil and everything.
Oh my gosh. Yep. And these were some fun ones. We did Greek night.
Oh, that is so
And,
cute.
and then we did what do we call this one? Like the
Like the 70s night, didn't we?
80s, 70s, yeah.
70s, yeah.
you gotta call it groovy night, yeah.
Groovy.
Okay. Remember our towels we all got?
Yeah.
Yeah, Walla Walla.
That was in Walla Walla. Yeah, I was going to say that was
Yeah,
Walla Walla.
yeah, that was a trip there. Looks like we're wearing crowns, so good for us.
Yes.
This was Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah, we had decided we were
Santa
gonna
baby.
Santa baby. We were gonna rehearse this routine and do it in front of our husbands. And Stacy is the only one that did her homework, so she pulled through with the routine.
Casey was the one who's doing it.
Yeah, I had to be in the front because
Yeah.
you guys were following
That
me.
was fun.
All right, but my all-time favorite, and this is with the guys included, was when we were the Flintstones.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That was so
yes.
fun.
So that was our thing there. And the best part was we had a car that went along with it. So Scott and I made this car.
Yeah, that one. It was so good. But it
And
got
of course,
stormed.
we had a snafu with that because on the way to a competition with our costumes, there was a big rainstorm and windstorm. And by the time we made it to the venue, there was no car. No
Disintegrated.
But we won, right? We won that.
Yes,
We
we
won
did.
with our outfits, but we won in the car. So mad, but that didn't make it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So, okay. So our little setback, you want to share about that? Stacy, about when
Oh.
you're going to go on
Yes.
another trip. What
Yeah,
happened?
it was a year ago last April, and we were on our way to Portland. I was going to go to Cancun the next day with some girlfriends, but Gary had a medical thing happen. He passed out. We were heading towards oncoming traffic. I pulled us off. I just couldn't figure out how to get his foot off the gas, and we hit a ponderosa tree right outside of Sisters, Oregon. And I ended up, I think the jaws of life had to come and get me out of the car. I was in the hospital for a month. I broke my right hip, and I have a hip replacement. Oh, there's the picture of the car.
There's the car.
Wow.
And I have a plate in my shoulder. I broke my shoulder, my clavicle, my right arm. I damaged my pelvis, so I have some screws in there. And then my left leg foot really got damaged. I'm still dealing with that. I've had 3 surgeries on it. And hopefully it's on the mend, and, you know, I can live with it right now. And I'm just hoping that it'll get better with exercise and my physical therapy. I don't see anybody anymore, but I do have my exercises to lie back on.
Yeah.
So.
And you had said many people after seeing this that they were saying that you were lucky that you were able
Survived.
to survive
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that kind of brings me to the Bible verse that I picked for this month is Psalms 121:8. The Lord will watch over you coming and going, both now and forevermore.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of reminded me, Stacy, of what you would always say about with your dad. Like whenever you would travel, and he would tell you like, "Please be home," or "I'm tired of praying for you," or something.
Yes,
Remember
yes.
what he said?
Yeah. He said, "Will you please get home because I'm tired of praying for you?"
Yeah.
That's right. So funny.
Oh, so we're gonna share some of our favorite. Let's start with what our favorite must-haves are for traveling. Anybody want to go first with that one?
My
I
must-haves.
Your must-haves.
Well, I
must-haves.
just, yeah, we always travel with just a carry-on roller luggage and either a backpack that kind of fits over your luggage or a big bag that kind of fits over your luggage. And those, I guess, are my must-haves. You know, always have those two things with me, and my clothes in one, and my toiletries and books and other things in the backpack.
Okay.
iPad.
I always have must-have traveling around different countries is my Pepto-Bismol and my lactate, because you never know what will happen with your digestive system. And I always,
Yeah.
it never fails. Something always happen when we go in different country, and then I'll just drink water with ice, forgetting about the ice, and then
Sure.
it
Yeah.
back on my stomach. So I always have that. And probably the best thing that I have too is a pouch that I make from media creation, because I can put everything on it. It's easy to carry on with you, and it's right in front of you.
Mhm.
So
And I have
it's
that
all
one of those.
available.
I have one of those also. And I put it in a backpack, so then during the days when I'm traveling, I can just have the crossbody bag, everything's
Yeah,
in the front, and secure in there, your
yeah,
passport and things.
yeah.
Well, I have quite a few that I wanted to share with you, but one of mine is this hat, because it folds up easy in the suitcase, and I need it, to protect me from the sun. And the reason I like it, it kind of doesn't go all the way around. So the back is open, and this has a Velcro, and you can put your ponytail in there. And this has just worked out really good for me. I got this at DSW. Another thing I love is with my water bottle, I just bring this on the plane, and I have a spot in my backpack, but I always put this clip on it. So like when you go into the restroom and you don't want to put it down on the floor, I just hang it up on the little hook they have there. And then I can also hook this to different backpacks or belts or purses if I need to do that. So love that. And because I get hot so easily, I've bought one of these travel fans.
Oh, nice.
It just blows air. I got this
I
on three different powers, and I like it because it kind of looks like a headphone, so it doesn't look silly. But now I see everyone wearing them. So, and then this is my favorite is this little makeup bag, and I am going to have the link on here because my friend makes these, and she has an Etsy site. But it's great because you can just open it up when you get to your place, and all your makeup is in there.
Yeah.
And then it's time to go, you just pull the string and wrap it up and put it in your suitcase. So that has been wonderful. And I use that all the time, even if I'm not traveling. And okay, I don't know. We've tried the packing cubes. I use them sometimes that you can put, your clothes in these. And then you just kind of squish it. I do use those, but it's just as easy, I found, to just use plastic bags. And I'll just label with the blue tape. So this says my Tuesday black outfit. So sometimes I'll just put it outfit by outfit, because I wear so much black that when I open my suitcase, and I haven't done this, I can't find anything to wear because it just all looks the same in there. So this has kind of made me a little more organized, and kind of started with my kids, and now I do it for myself.
That's one of the tricks that I do too. I usually start packing like a week before, and I lay out everything, and then I go and I look at the temperature for those days that I'm going to be there. And I know they're just approximate, but they're very helpful. And then what activities I'm going to do, and then I pack in that order. Like I have, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I really do stick to that. It's been working just great, and that way I get up on Tuesday. My Tuesday clothes are right there. Put them on, or if I'm going to go out to dinner that night, I have the dress right after that, or a nicer outfit, and that works out great putting
Yeah.
in an order.
Yeah, and it you don't have to bring extra because you have it organized by day too.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I like those packing cubes because yeah, I do the same. I put them together and by order of the dates, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Another thing I do too is I only usually bring 5 or 6 pair of underwear, and I bring if I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks, that's not enough. But I bring a lot of those Tide packets, and then a place if we're going to be in a place for longer than 2 nights or 2 nights or longer, I will wash out that day, and then you have a couple days for your underwear to dry, your bras, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
My
when we went to Greece, I used all the detergent sheet. It was so nice because it's not liquid. You can put it
oh
in your pocket or whatever, and or with your cubes that you have. I put it I I think I got 10 of those when we went to Greece and in Switzerland. So you just cut them in fourths and then throw it in the on the basin or even the wash, and it works really well.
yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of places, a lot of hotels or cruises line, they always have like a clothesline in your
Yeah.
shower, so that's
Mm.
always helpful
Yep.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can
Um,
just pull it. Yeah. One of the things that I always do when we are traveling, I always copy all the important documents,
mhm.
because if you lose your original one, you have a copy and put it in a separate container, of course, a bag, not don't bring it. And you have to have those because it can happen, your bag or purse can be stolen and all of your important documents are there. So
Sure.
you really have to travel smart with copying all those things. And one thing too, like when we went to Australia, we check their visa, those kind of things, all of their local costumes, and during that time we have to have the documents for our COVID test and COVID vaccination, all those things. So
Sure.
you have to be reviewing all those things that the government requires, because we have to honor that wherever you're going. So
Right. Like I know
yeah.
we just got back from UK, and now they're having you do a visa on, but you can do it all
Yeah.
online. But so it's something new that just started. So you will have to always check the country websites
Mm,
to figure that out.
yeah.
Well, and a copy of your
And
medication
are we
list too is important. And I know
Oh, sure.
when
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like the little special drug that I'll take to help me with this voice is called Mestinon, and so my husband's like, well, you need you need to take it in its original container so they can see the label and everything. So it was this big old bottle, but I made it made it work, and then I kept that in my backpack all the time. I didn't check that in my luggage just because I need, just in case you get your suitcase delayed or something, you want those medications with you. And now
Sure.
I know that they ask you that. Do you have your medication with you? But that was something I had to learn to do as well. So I know you both have traveled like out of the country and all over. So what, like, you want to share like your top 4 places that you visited?
Top 4.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know if you said 4 or what.
Yeah.
Um,
I know you got 40, but let's just do
Narrow it
Four.
down.
my top, I loved Rome. We went there a few years back, and I just loved the big city. But you have these little communities, these little neighborhoods, and we stayed in one of them close to the Colosseum, and it was just so nice. Restaurants were there, and we got gelato. Was every night there, coffee. So I liked Rome because of that. And then you could walk. It was so walkable too, and you walk to another little piazza, and that's where they have more shops and restaurants, and there's just so many so many things to see: the Vatican, the Colosseum, the Forum, Palatine Hill. It's just so much history that I love that. And then I really loved Prague. We went there a couple years ago, and that was a beautiful, felt like a fairy tale kind of city. All the spheres and stuff, and it was beautiful. Loved it. I think those are my two favorite places.
Okay, cool. Arlene, what about you?
I think I love Alsace, France, when we went to Germany and Switzerland. I think
Mm.
that's one of my favorite because it is just so beautiful. It's a tiny, tiny village called Rickevier, and that's where Beauty and the Beast, Disney cartoons was based on, and you can just see the small well and all those things. And then I love Switzerland. When we went to Switzerland, there's so many beautiful places. You can't even do it in 2 weeks. Or yeah, we were there for 2 weeks, and you don't have time to roam
It
around the whole entire place.
it doesn't
And
look real either. It's just so beautiful
yeah,
with the Alps
yeah,
and everything, and it's gorgeous.
yeah, and older castles, you know, and all of the buildings. It looks like America is so young because all of their
Yeah,
buildings
right.
are so
Yeah.
much older. Like in Greece, I love Greece too. I love the history that we
Mhm.
went to in Athens, in Corinth. Oh, it was beautiful. It's like goosebumps when you see those architecture and all the history that's behind it,
Mhm.
including the old Corinth. It's where Paul ministered to all the Corinthians. It was amazing. Yeah, goosebumps when we went there, and there's someone explaining what did Paul
Mhm.
did in there as his ministry and all those things. And I know I love, of course, Australia and Philippines, all the little islands that you go to. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Yeah, I know we were bummed that we didn't make the Greece trip because Stacy's accident, and then my myasthenia gravis, my symptoms were so bad I was in the hospital, and so I had to cancel that trip. But I think we kind of felt like we were there because you did such a good job of posting about your trip and telling
Oh,
us
yeah,
about each
yeah.
stop and each place you visited and all the food.
Yes.
So yeah, good job with that.
I think that's one thing that I really like doing when you go and travel. I document every day what we did. So when I have created books for it, like the picture books, I know where it was, and you know, and all those things what we did and stuff. So that's one tip also for
Yeah,
documenting
It's a
about
really
your
good
trip.
tip. 'Cause-
it is. It
and it
is.
is one that I
Memory,
think I
you
always
know,
mean to do and then never do it. But I think
it's a
if I had to
memory
pick
thing.
one trip that was my favorite was probably our honeymoon because we went to Europe. I think it was a 15-day tour and we saw about that many countries. And so we went to
Wow.
Italy and France and Amsterdam and London, and you saw all those spots, those things like what you were talking about, like in Rome, all those things. We saw those, so you saw all the highlights, and then it makes you just wet your palate, so then you can come back and explore more deeply. But that was a really amazing trip back then when we took that. So
Yeah.
And I use now with our phone and everything, I use my notes or even the calendar so I can put in the
oh
day to day thing. Because
yeah.
on your calendar, when you pull your day to day, you can put notes on the bottom of it. So I just put it there too. So when I open my calendar, connect it to my notes, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Another thing that I always, I think, remember to do before going to a different country is buying an eSIM now for your telephone, because now you don't have to change your SIM card. Just install the app in your phone and you can buy, you know, and connect to their network wherever you are. And we did that in Greece and Switzerland and France and all those places, because you know when you're looking at a map, when you're not online, it's not live. So it's so much easier when it's live. You can tell where you are.
Mhm.
So I think that's one important thing that we always practice now.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing all those. So when you've been to the airport, it's kind of fun people watching, right? At the
Yeah.
airports. So
Oh,
sometimes
sure.
like we have like an hour and a half that we have to wait. And Scott can't stand it, so he's just standing because he was like, I'm going to sit the whole time on the flight, but I love just sitting there and watching everybody and watch it. Have you seen anything crazy that you can recall, or maybe you can think about it? Because I do want to share a little snippet from Adam Rose. He's a comedian, and he posts on Facebook, and I have his airport fails. So let's watch this, and then we'll talk a little bit about if you guys have seen any. Okay. All right, here we go. Talk about therapy animals, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Okay. So, what have you guys seen or noticed? Anything crazy there?
No, I can't recall anything that we saw that was unusual.
Okay. Yeah.
We did get scammed in the Czech Republic airport. Was it the airport? Yes, we got off and this guy scammed us out of $100. It was kind of a long story, but he needed change. He wanted to have big bills. He only had change and so Gary wasn't going to do anything at first. Then he did. And then we get into a van, Uber van to take us to our hotel. And Gary tries to pay with that money. He's like, that's not real money.
Oh no.
It's, it was something from the Middle East, some Middle East kind of money. So yeah. So that's the only thing I haven't seen anything except, getting scammed, I guess.
Yeah. I think some of the outfits, like how many, I think it's great to see children in pajamas. That totally makes sense. But I've seen many adults wearing slippers and full pajamas. And I'm like, really? So, yeah. Always a good time.
Yeah, it is.
I think I found it interesting, like just last time. I think they were in a group, like they went somewhere in a group and they were playing inside the waiting area. And their game is not just card games. They're like interaction
Oh,
games.
yeah.
So they were in a circle, like a youth group thing. But it was cute. But I'm like, oh, interesting, that you can do that.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if you girls know this or not, but on August 10th, which is coming up, it is, wait for it, National Spoil Your Dog Day. Okay. So we're going to talk about what are some ways that people pamper their puppies. Now, I don't have dogs. I used to have cats, which I absolutely love, but you both have had dogs, and Stacy, you do now. And I know you pamper your dogs.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to read some list of some ways that people do pamper their dogs. And then Stacy, if you want to chime in, or Arlene, if you've done any of these. Stacy, have you ever taken your dog to a spa and had this done?
No, I have not. No.
All right.
Cute.
Number one, create a special environment for your puppy. Now, I know I've been at your house, and before you leave, you turn the TV on.
Yes.
What's that? What does your dogs like to watch?
We usually sometimes what?
Bluey.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's cartoons usually, something like that, like Bluey, or sometimes it's just the news is on. Gary just feels like they need to have some kind of sound. But my neighbor was saying that she just puts music on. So I told Gary, we could just have the music on for them too. We don't need to have the TV, but.
Yeah. Do they like country or rock or?
Yeah, they like anything. Yeah.
Okay. Gourmet meals or treats. Okay. I'm going to call you on this one again because I think your dogs actually eat better than I do, because I've seen you go and you get this, I don't know, it has gravy and I don't know.
It's very good. I haven't tried it, but it's like, but the chicken, it's all this beautiful white meat and that's in it. But a new thing that Gary does is in the afternoon, about this time every day, he gets a bowl of Cheez-Its and then he gets a peanut butter, and he sits there and he takes a knife and he puts peanut butter on a Cheez-It and gives one to each of them, and and then one to himself. That's their little snack for the day. Is peanut butter on Cheez-Its.
That is so cute.
Your National Spoil Day is every day, but just for most of other people, it could be August 10th. Okay, how about special outfits for your dogs or pets?
Oh, I have the cutest for Christmas time. They're reindeers, and they're little. Oh, I wish I had a picture of them, but it's so cute, and it, jingle bells around them, and they
have sweaters too.
Yeah, always because it gets cold here, so they always have sweaters on it in the winter, and they have coats, and now they have raincoats. So
Your pets have little boots.
They have little boots for the snow.
Okay. Well, yeah.
They don't really he just high steps it. He feels so weird in them. He has not gotten used to them. But yeah, they have little boots because I always worry their paws are gonna freeze in the snow and the ice.
I went at Mount Hood. Almost every little dog up there that was on this little hike had the little booties on. I was really kind of surprised. But yeah, some of the dogs don't like it, and they were just kind of prancing on it.
Yes, prancing. Yep.
Yep.
They don't know
how about birthday parties for your dogs or pets?
The first year we were here, I got a really cool dog birthday cake. And a lady here makes regular cakes and makes dog ones. And she has all the natural stuff, and it's really good. And it had candles, and it was for Audrey's birthday, and she did not like the candles, scared her. But then they had their piece of cake, and then what she told me to do is take the cake and roll it into balls, put it in the freezer, and then every once in a while bring it out, and they can have a little treat during the day. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't make cake pops for them.
Right. Well, it's kind of like a cake pop,
Yeah. Well, this is actually our nephew's dog, Ducky. And I saw this on Facebook. She had Sammy, the wife, had put this little hat on her dog and it looks like a professional made cake for there. And I asked if I could put this on here because Ducky obviously has a birthday around my birthday. And I didn't know that, but I kept noticing that Ducky got more likes and happy birthdays than I did on Facebook. So I was like, what is going on here? So she let me share that. But
when Baloo was with us, I asked someone to make the happy birthday cookie for Baloo, and she made a beautiful one. It was so neat, and it's all organic, of course. And stuff.
Yeah. We always have a birthday or Christmas presents too for them under the tree. It's all either in a sack or a stocking. That they have their own stocking. So
yeah. All right. Well, there's some great ideas for people for August 10th to help spoil your pet, and you don't have to feel guilty because it's a national holiday.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, girls, so good that you were able to join me and share this, and it was really fun to see you all. We'll see all of you again. We got a road trip coming up.
Yep.
And we'll get together and have some fun there. And I'm going to later on in this podcast share a craft. And so I'm bringing it when we get together, and we're going to make it together. So
fun.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So like I said earlier, love to do crafts with the girls. And we did a lot of like rubber stamping cards, and but today I want to share a new idea with you that I saw on Facebook. Being retired, I was like, what are some new things I can bring or try? And I thought, I want to do more things with art. And like if you saw a previous episode, you saw that my mom is an artist, but for me, I got nothing. So I kind of have to start by scratch, and I need a very good tutorial or something really easy that I can pull off. And so we are going to make this watercolor card. And I'm going to show you how this lady on Facebook does it. And it was super easy. And then when I do get together with the girls, I'm going to bring the supplies and we're going to make that. So let's watch this little video real quick. Her name is Jolie, Jolly, Poa. love these little markers. So I did buy those online. So I want to, so let me share this with you. So here is the card from Jolie, and then my card. So you can see it was easy. I did make a little mistake, but it was just because it was my first time to do it. So got my paints on Amazon, and I ordered the couple markers she suggested. They're coming in the mail today. So very easy card to make. So that's my craft. And then I wanted to revisit the 5-star program that I shared with you last month, because that was on our lose 5 pounds in a month. And I wasn't able to do it because I was traveling. So I had committed to taking all of August and doing that. So I just want to remind all of you to, if you would like to join me for that, it's a no-fail program. And if you remember, I have the rules all uploaded for you guys, but you want to try to get 5 stars a day. And you can get a star for every half hour of exercise you do. You can get 1 star for keeping within your calorie limit, 1 star for drinking your water, up to 8 glasses, and 1 for journaling. And I just downloaded this really fun calendar. I just put free calendars for August, and I'm going to do like little markers each day because it's going to be nice and colorful and be an incentive to work on losing that 5 weight and getting more in shape. So hope you will join me with that. Okay, so that is our show for today. And for what I want to share with you for going forward this month is just to continue to focus on kindness. And I have some different ways that you can choose 1 or more that you want to do this month. Just be more aware of spreading kindness. You can give someone compliments. You can listen without interrupting them. Hold the door open for somebody. Make sure you smile more. So I think that's a huge one. So look them in the eyes and smile. Send someone a thoughtful message. People love getting mail at their mailbox. Just send a little note how much you appreciate someone or that you're thinking of them. You can just do these things just every day while you're out in public. So I hope that you'll take one of those ideas and do it for this month. So thank you for coming, and I will see you all again next month, and hopefully my voice will be better, but thank you for sticking with me while we made this podcast.